It says going live. You never know if we officially are. We're live, baby.
What is good?
Hello, Dan LeBatard fans.
hello, hello, Dan LeBatard.
Hey, you know what? Hey, what's up, Danny? You listening, bro?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Cooligans. Yes, this is our first episode under the umbrella of Meadowlark Media.
Okay, right? Poppy's already showed up. He made us a little arroz con pollo for breakfast. You know, it's been great. This show's about to get a lot more Cuban. I don't know if you can handle it.
I will do my best. You say it like Cubans are just an impossible people to handle.
Well, there's a reason I don't live in Miami. Oh, that's right, everyone. I'm one of them North Cubans, bro. You about to find out. Hey, real quick question for all the Dan LeBatard fans: 10 billion Lions versus the Sun. What do you got?
Okay, all right.
What do you got?
We're gonna have to catch you up on
Right?
on the Alexis anthology of hits. Of quotes, because
I was on a lot of meds, man. Also, you're probably wondering, why is everyone calling you, if you're Dan, if you're listening, why is everyone calling you Blam Blebitard? There's a lot you're gonna have to learn. There's a lot you got to catch up. It's an honor to be called that.
So what's good, everyone? We're here live on YouTube. We're obviously recording the Cooligans podcast. So
We're live on YouTube right now.
right. So we're gonna.
So if you happen to look back and just look at the chat, they're going absolutely crazy. I don't even think they listen to the show.
We'll address everyone in the chat in a moment, but
one by one?
one at a
Why are you
time.
being a teacher today? It's our first day. They know us as comedians, and you're in here like a substitute teacher.
But there's a lot of stuff that people who are new to the Cooligans experience that might need to just know about.
No. There's no baptism by fire is what we do here, bro. There's no easing into it. We show up, we kick the door, and come on.
Okay, well,
We're like Kool-Aid men. That's who we are.
the Kool-Aid duo. I'm purple. I'm the purple flavor.
Is there a purple flavor?
I think so.
I just know red and blue, bro.
It would be a mistake.
You ever go to your friend's house and they pull out orange? And you're like, yo,
Nah,
is
dude.
this Tang, my dude? I can't mess with you,
They
bro.
already invented Sunny D. We don't need this.
I mean, Sunny D's not even orange juice and it tastes better than this.
So hello.
We're a show about soccer, I promise.
So look, this is the only, or maybe the very limited synopsis on what the Cooligans is or who the Cooligans are. My name is Christian Polanco.
I'm Alexis Guerrero.
So we're both stand-up comedians in New York. We've been doing this show for several years.
That's right.
And now we're part of the LeBatard family.
We're hilarious. We're stand-up comics. We love the sport. If you talk shit, you're gonna get banged. That's how it works.
That's it. So we only give one warning.
I mean, you've been told
Before we bang you. I guess.
in a different sense than what you may have been meaning by that, or how you have absorbed that information.
Hey, take it out however you want it.
We're already going to talk to HR at Meadowlark. Imagine me being like, no, it's perfectly fine. I just meant I'm going to fuck them up, bro. Oh, so we have to have a different meeting now?
Okay, right. Okay, so look.
Why is Christian crying?
So that's it. That's the show. We interview soccer players, footballers, whatever you want to call them. And we're excited about
Christian.
My man, question.
Bro, Christian is from Brooklyn, and his DJ reference sounds are from 1985.
Okay.
I'm from Newark, New Jersey. He's Dominican. I'm Cuban. The two exact people you expect to talk about soccer.
Okay.
Why? Because it's America.
Experts in the game. We all know that.
And there's a little thing called the Constitution. If you go to the bottom, it says, talk shit, get banged.
So, what's gonna happen right now?
I was really hoping we'd be professional at the beginning of
What's
this.
gonna? We do our show 2 days a week. One.
Omar Ramirez says Alexa's gonna get sent to super HR. Hey, let's go. Your boy don't do nothing regular.
So we do two shows a week.
Why are you doing all this?
Because
They'll learn as they go along.
This is unbelievable. Can you just let me do this? Do I criticize you over every decision that you make?
It's the beginning of the show.
Let's just explain them what happened. happens. We do 2 shows a week. One focuses on Europe. One focuses on U.S. and all in North America.
Do you want to go over what equipment we use?
And yes, we use a Zoom H6 to record. We have a Sony camera. All right. And
a couple of MacBooks.
And we got the wide shot over here.
Hey.
We film on Mondays here at OSNYC. It is a dope gaming space.
No, not a dope. The dopest gaming space.
Right.
If you have family or you've ever heard of Fortnite, whatever, you need to be here. That's how it works. You need to fly in to New York City and hang out here. This place is incredible. They got like a soundproof streaming booth. They've got a bunch of video games you could play. They've got great alcoholic drinks for those of you old enough to do so. If you're not, I guess there's a ton of Red Bull you could slam and pretend like why do you have bags under your eyes when you're 12? Probably because you're sleeping with the amount of caffeine in you that a doctor has during long surgery.
So so shouts to OSNYC. Seriously, come out here if you ever want to. Just they're closed on Mondays, which is when we're here. But every other day of the week, you can come through, get some drinks, go on a date, play. I was here on Friday.
Great first date place.
I was here on Friday. A lot of people here on first dates, second dates.
It's a great first date place. You come here. Yeah, you say, I've never played Mario Kart. Your girl grabs, and then you destroy her on the game. You know?
Right.
Assert dominance early on.
No mercy.
Because that dominance will be wiped away immediately once you fall in love.
So, but there was a Guilty Gear tournament here when I was here the other day, which was pretty dope. There were
what kind of tournament?
Guilty Gear. It's a fighting game.
Oh, totally knew that.
Yeah. Like it was not really, the biggest game in the world.
Nah, I've actually never played Mario Kart. I've also never seen it played. So
I mean, it's actually impossible.
No, I swear to you, I've never seen it played. You can talk about that amongst yourselves. I'm not proud of it. I'm also not proud of it. You know what I mean?
Anyway, so
a nice Cobra said, Quistin Pawanko.
Like
also, I become a baby at some point.
Baby Alexis. I love it. Trish Murphy here said, Alexis, let him do an intro. I swear to God.
Trish Murphy will forever. She sent me DMs saying, you need to have intros. They're professional. And I'm like, when did Christian take over Trish Murphy's Instagram account?
Okay. Omar Ramirez said, great for first dates and last dates.
Hey.
That's right. It gets a little competitive.
Yeah. Why? Oh, she's not the woman of your dreams anymore? Nah, yo, she trash. She picked Yoshi. I hope that's a character you could pick on Mario Kart.
He acts like he doesn't know, but he knows.
I really hope. I heard there's a turtle shell. A lot of people talk about bananas.
So as always, we're live Mondays at 1 p.m. Eastern here on YouTube. This is Prem Show. This is where we focus on all things happening in Europe. So anything that you would like us to discuss, please put it in the chat. We have a couple.
Remember, there's going to be a pop quiz about all this.
We have a couple topics that we're going to go over. But if there's something that you think we should discuss, please put it in the chat. Okay. Kenny Sloss said, Trish Murphy, Christian's burner. How am I typing in the chat while I'm doing?
I've never seen Christian and Trish in the same room at the same time, bro. More like Tristan Murphy.
Wow, it all makes sense now.
I'll make my way to HR now after having solved the cold case.
Okay, so where to begin today as far as everything going on in Europe? Obviously, transfer season.
But let's talk about what the banner, the thumbnail that you saw.
Yes.
And obviously the title, Demarai Gray. We got a chance to interview him. That interview will be played at the end of the episode.
Right. So if you're listening to this podcast,
stick around. It's a great interview.
And if you're watching live, the YouTube video will be available right after this. So we'll send you right over there.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
just
we'll send you right over there. Don't worry about it.
We'll make sure.
On the way there, you'll see me standing and waiting at HR. Nice Cobra wants to talk about Tyler Adams. We'll talk about it. There's a lot of transfers that have happened.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about Tyler Adams because everyone's talking about how Leeds United is becoming like a mini America. Bro, there's 2 Americans on this team. Brendan Aronson
and Tyler Adams. Yeah,
and that's it. The coach is American.
And the coach, yeah, that's a big deal.
And Jack Harrison came through MLS.
Yes.
But this isn't necessary. It's not like, this isn't the men's national team is playing in the Premier League right now.
All right. I mean,
they're just putting too much on our shoulders is what I'm saying.
Look.
They're saying like, if this fails and no Americans will ever. 2 Americans are playing on one team.
Look, do you think EPL fans need a reason to be upset with Americans?
Bro.
This is where they've given Americans too much responsibility for something that they care for.
Explain.
Meaning Leeds fans, they see all these Americans, they have their opinions on what they think of America.
Right.
And then now they have to rely on three Americans for how they feel about their club. That's a lot of
So you're saying this is them being defensive. This is how they're deflecting.
Of course, yeah. Basically saying if it goes well, they'll be like, we've loved Americans since day one.
No, if it goes well, they're like, well, that's because we had nine non-Americans.
1776, we were huge fans.
Yeah. You know, people think you won the war. We actually walked away from it because we're like, yo, I think what you guys are up to.
I love you, but I didn't realize how chill you were.
You know what? Now that you said it and a bunch of our red coats have died, I'm starting to really understand why you shouldn't be taxed so heavily on tea.
So
I do want to update everyone who doesn't know, the owner of this venue, who's right behind the camera, is English. And whenever we talk this greasy, he rolls his eyes so hard you might be able to hear it on the mic. You might actually be.
Okay, well, look, this is all the hype and banter up until England and U.S. play in the World Cup.
Oh, I do want to. He's British, not English. I didn't realize that was a thing.
Okay,
just out of respect, he's also the homie.
Okay, we know what flag he represents,
right? And it ain't red, white, and blue. Oh, it is. Oh shit.
Oh, my
oh damn. We should have remixed it.
JK,
you know what we should do? We should have done what Puerto Ricans did to Cubans and just the exact same flag, just swap the colors a little bit.
What a question.
Yeah, what is it? What is it with
Anyway,
Stepdads at the barbecue, everyone.
DJ Question on the ones and twos. JK Triss at Christian, are you saying that Brits shouldn't hire American babysitters? Wow. Love it. I love it. That's
the hot take. This is what you come here for, bro.
Okay, all right. This is
remind you. Neither one of us have kids, so if we're gonna have a hot take about babysitting,
this is the United States. The U.S. soccer now has some influence over what happens in the Premier League. I mean, this is a big deal. So
honestly, if you don't talk nice, we might relegate one of your clubs, dog.
Bro, you need to be talking nice right now.
What you do? Spend 16 years down there? So, you might have to get the re-up.
The other aspect I want to talk about, if you follow us on TikTok, I've mentioned this before, but when we post on TikTok, the cool thing about TikTok is that people who don't follow you will see your content. And a lot of people in England see our TikTok videos.
In particular, people who seem to have already typed that fat clow and they're just waiting to hit the end.
The latest one, at least nobody's calling you fat. But they're really upset with remember with Jamal, who was in the chat, talking greasy about how Americans can't hack it in the Premier League, unless they're goalkeepers.
Oh, when I said Christian Pulisic won the...
You said Christian Pulisic won Chelsea the Champions League.
Don't you remember I laughed at the end of that, though?
But this is where I want to say, this is where what we do, we're comedians in the United States, and we joke around about soccer/football.
Embellishing or what's the word I'm looking for?
Exaggerating.
Hyperbole is a part of comedy.
Right. But
if you got punched by one person, you walk in on stage, you're going to be like, there was like 8, 9 of them. You know what I mean?
I couldn't. It was one octopus. I don't know.
Bro, this dude has 7 hands. I can't even explain it.
He said he was a doctor. This is a Spider-Man reference.
I was not going to
He wouldn't get it. So
can we talk about how I got forced to see Thor, that trash-ass movie?
We will in a moment. But
Please.
I want to make sure this Christian Pulisic comment. So you said he won y'all the Champions League. He won Chelsea Champions League, and that he plays significant minutes. And this lit up British TikTok because there's no room for, like you said, hyperbole, exaggeration, sarcasm when it comes to this sport.
Especially Chelsea fans who are unhappy with that transfer and the results.
Right.
Of it.
Because look,
what's his name? Rory Jennings goes, his dad is on Twitter, talking a big game. Meanwhile, he has to take care of the fact that his son can't kick ball. How can you not kick a ball but make it on a Chelsea? You want to talk about hyperbole, but Chelsea fans are like, yeah, you can't kick ball because someone who speaks like an old-timey doctor said it. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, bro.
Put this on TikTok.
There's no.
All y'all my sons. Put that on TikTok.
So they get so mad because we were responding to Jamal's statement saying Americans can't hack it in the Premier League.
Bro, context is dead.
Right. And by saying, they're basically saying that the comment is Christian Pulisic is average. He's mid. A lot of those comments. And it's like, really? He's all right. Did he live up to the transfer fee?
Nah.
No.
If that dude was 25 million, people would be like, what a great deal.
But who on Chelsea has? Who on Chelsea has lived up to their transfer fee?
Focus a little more on Lukaku, guys.
Right? Lukaku, Timo Werner.
Did Christian Pulisic do an interview where he has to go back to Dortmund?
Hakeem Ziyech is leaving.
Timo Werner is on that squad, and y'all got the balls to talk about us.
There's no dominant Chelsea player. Chelsea are a good team, and they get contributions from a lot of people. There's not one person that does it all. So this comment about like
your coach ain't even lived up to the hype, bruh.
So look, this comment about how a lot of the comments were like Americans think Pulisic is the LeBron James of soccer, right?
Yeah. I saw like 95 of those.
But that's not that isn't what we're saying because it isn't. Maybe there might be an exact. I would argue yes, Christian Pulisic did help significantly win the Champions League for Chelsea, without a doubt. Was he the only reason? No, but to suggest that he shouldn't be on the team or he can't contribute is ridiculous. Chelsea doesn't win Champions League without Christian Pulisic's contributions.
So all I'm going to say is, the way I'm going to answer this is say, yo, just watch on Black Friday. What is it, November 25th?
I don't know the date, but yes, Black Friday that day.
Watch on Black Friday. When Christian Pulisic, Mr. Mid himself, dust your whole squad, son.
It's gonna be, I'm so excited for this
All you
game.
gonna hear is
okay.
It's
gonna be wild, bro. Look, we'll see what happens in that game, but I think all of this trash talk is leading up to something. At the very least, everybody basically saying like England's gonna absolutely wash the U.S. and you're in for a surprise, bro. I'm telling you, this team is no. It's not. I'm not saying that they're gonna win the World Cup, but England is not like just light years ahead of the United States.
Y'all think you are? You think you are because you got to the finals of the Euros. And you lost to a team that didn't even qualify for the World Cup, bro.
Kenny Slot said Christian Roldan hat trick versus England. Let's go,
bro. Yo, and from the 85th minute to the 90th from when he comes on, because he better not be starting. Shouts to Christian Roldan. You guys ain't ready. Yo, me and Christian are gonna buy big lighters because the next day we're gonna be smoking on the England pack. All right, we're gonna be smoking on that 3 Lions, that 3 Lion OG Kush.
Okay, whatever that means. I don't know what I don't know why he gets
SKC
involved in.
Our dad. Wow, DJ Powanko is a bit of a butch. You see?
We're having fun.
Come on.
Okay.
SKC Fan TV. Shouts to little Stevie Buscemi. He's is it Steve? Yeah, it is
yes,
Steve.
yes.
But also England isn't good right now. Looking sus. He put suspicious, but I'm gonna cut it short for him.
Make it cool. Make the chat a little bit cool.
Yeah, our chat's got nothing but people waiting in line at Amélie Door.
So the okay.
Omar Ramirez said Christian Pulisic going to throw his own Boston Tea Party. Right?
Boom. Okay. So
this show's turned into it's the Prem Show. It's turned into shit on the English show. Yeah.
But that's all they do to us, bro. All day.
Bro, you think we ain't gonna return the smoke? You throwing boomerangs, son. You better keep that hand up. You're gonna get smacked in the face with it.
So, okay.
What I tell you? I said, yo, you talk shit, you gonna get banged, son.
You've been banged, England.
Yeah, baby, go to a doctor.
Okay.
Kenny Slot gotta go. Shouts to Kenny Slot. Thanks for hanging out with us. For those of you who are watching for the first time wondering, this can't be what it's like every week. Every week.
It's pretty much like this.
Twice a week.
Every single week. Okay, a couple other things. So Raheem Sterling, we mentioned in Chelsea. Raheem Sterling leaving Manchester City and going to
This is going to be significant
Chelsea.
For Christian Pulisic. Obviously, it's a sign that Christian Pulisic's time at Chelsea, at least as mostly considered a starter. Can I safely say that without you 12-year-olds jumping in the TikTok? At least his time is being considered like a must start or a potential starter. It's kind of over, right? You're not.
I wouldn't say that just yet, but it's feeling like the writing is on the wall.
But also, they just got American owners, right? And this dude's trying to buy any name.
Right?
He'll buy Ronaldinho. He don't know. He don't know. He's got no clue.
He looks at all the FIFA like icon cards. I'm like, yo, we should sign this dude.
Yo, who's this? Kriuf.
Somebody call this man,
bro. Who's his agent?
No, but it's interesting because
bro. We got a line on this guy, P. Lee, and let me tell you something. When
this guy,
he seems unstoppable.
The footage on YouTube is a little grainy,
right.
but I think
what's with the filters? Why is it all black and
they
white?
should really stop with that because I can't see his incredible talent. But no, Todd Bailey, the owner of Chelsea.
Is it Bailey or Bowley?
I thought it was Bailey.
I think it's Bowley.
Maybe Bowley. I don't know.
Let's go with Bowley, bro.
Okay. He did you see that he was in Barcelona because Chelsea are
just looking around. Does anyone play soccer here? Do you guys have a soccer team? You should. It's a nice city.
But there was I guess they've been doing a lot of phone calls or virtual meetings with obviously it's a very active transfer window. Mm-hmm. And the media made like a big deal about Todd Bowley going to Barcelona and basically getting out of a car with like a bunch of spreadsheets and like papers that look business-like.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He's got a briefcase. What's in the briefcase? It's crackers. Shouts to Seinfeld. One of my favorite episodes.
But
he's an actively involved sports owner. Is this not what you want?
Right. But I think when
it's an American who sits in his mansion or her mansion in the U.S. and, takes out loans on your club, everybody's up in arms. And, we're going to have to shut down the cobbler factory to go protest. Y'all get up in arms about that.
Right.
But when he's out here on his own miles, flying spending the Delta status to get to Barcelona and comes out with an accordion folder full of documents, now you're upset?
Right. Because, so there's a little bit of like people being...
Vinegar Strokes. I can't wait for Chelsea to sign Mookie Betts.
It's a good deal.
He's like, hey, I saw this documentary on this kid named Santi. Just got signed by Newcastle. I think we could steal him.
How did we lose out on this man?
How did we miss out on these gems?
You're fired. So there's a
how about this dog I saw wearing a jersey?
Airbud?
I think it's one word. I think it's French. But
so there's a little bit of like people being kind of condescending when they see stuff like this. But look, he wanted
kind of like what we just did for the last 7 minutes.
I think it's two things. I think it's negotiating with Barcelona is you got to go face to face.
Also, he's going to go and press them. That's the only way to get Barcelona to do anything.
Right, because Barcelona, first of all, are they trying to get like Azpilicueta? They signed Christensen, Andreas Christensen. Did he go?
They can register him.
Yeah, so the main reason I say like I'm glad that he's going, like he will go face to face, is like, yo, Barcelona, I don't know if they got money. You got to look a man in their eyes and be like, yo, do you got this money? Because I'm
at
not
the very
sure.
least, you need to go get the IOU in person.
This club cannot be trusted.
Bro, Barca in all types of debt. You saw Dani Alves. You saw his quote?
No.
He said, dude, he just left. He just left. They said they're not going to re-sign him this year.
Right.
He's retired twice already. He's 40 years old. They're not going to re-sign him. He said Barcelona is a team that doesn't care about their history. Whoa. Or the people who made their history.
Oh, okay. I mean,
damn, bro, you 40.
I mean, look, he's going to be a little bit bitter, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But look, this Barcelona and the a decade ago Barcelona, the high of the players that they had, I mean, especially in the early aughts in Ronaldinho and then Messi, and obviously a slew of incredible players and the unbelievable success. They got drunk on that success, and you can. I mean, that's at least my understanding of like.
I think it's because the collapse was hidden by Messi sort of keeping them at a certain level.
Right. And
once Messi left, and you realize like, oh, we ain't got shit.
Oh, he was our collateral.
Yeah. It's like when those dudes break up with their girls, and the girl's like, all right, and then takes everything they own, and the dude is sitting on a futon mattress with a pizza box, and that's like, this is it. This is all I had.
Flat screen TV right in the floor of the living room.
Just on the floor, the stands are missing. He's like, damn.
So yeah, look, I don't. Dani Alves, I'm sure. Will mend whatever relationship with Barca at some point.
Barry Guna said Chelsea offered KD a deal. Yo, Kevin Durant. Yo, get in here. You could be goalkeeper, my G.
It's wild, man. So that's a. So we were talking. We started with Raheem Sterling.
Barry Guna said Barcelona to Dani Alves, you dusty.
For real, bro.
That might be word for word, bro. It is dusty. For those of you who speak Spanish.
So Raheem Sterling to Chelsea, it's an interesting move. Weirdly enough, the one thing I thought of when I first saw this announcement is Raheem Sterling, I believe, was the one who dealt with, like, was it racial abuse from Chelsea fans? Wasn't somebody who scored a goal and then somebody yelled something at a black player? I think it was Raheem Sterling, and I think it was against Chelsea. I could be wrong.
I don't remember that, but I know there's been some issues with racism at Chelsea, like when they pushed the black dude off the train and they chanted, "We're racist, and that's the way we like it."
Right. So that's just the first thing I thought of. Look, a lot of clubs deal with absolute
they're not
idiots.
the
I'm
only
not,
ones.
putting this all on Chelsea, but just as a player going to a particular club, that was the first thing I thought of. But I think this is, first I think of where does Raheem play? Is he definitively a winger? Is he more of a striker? Because he can kind of play in both, I think, at Chelsea.
But like in Tuchel's system, you can kind of play like an attacker on the left and cut in, and an attacker on the right and cut in.
Okay. So then if that's...
I don't think they're going to ask him to track back and be defensive. Obviously, they're going to ask him to press because it's Tuchel. But he's not going to be asked to go back and defend. If Raheem Sterling is your last line of defense, you're getting scored on, bro.
So, but I think about what does this mean for the American player Christian Pulisic?
Oh, no, he's done.
Really? So
yeah, no, he's done.
But they don't play the same position.
That is going to be a backup.
Yeah, this is, I mean...
But you can't play them both. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Even though Christian kind of cuts in top of the box a bit more, Raheem Sterling kind of cuts into the box a bit more.
I would say Raheem Sterling plays more similar to Timo Werner than he does Christian Pulisic. I would assume that they can play.
Timo Werner done.
I mean, he's not gone. So
bro,
he's
the sound of SVU. That's a done.
No, if they got rid of Lukaku, who's gonna be that central striker? It was Timo Werner before. I mean, he obviously plays like kind of a maybe false nine. He's not really just like waiting. He's not in there waiting for crosses.
Crimson Pizza said, Dani Alves said, quote, Barcelona would never treat me like this. This is Barcelona. You got to go Barcelona. Remember, you got to add an L when it already starts with a B. But Barcelona.
Jamal said, oh, hey, American friends who think they going to beat my country in some months' time. And P.S., you got cooked in your TikTok of that video.
Because it's a bunch of y'all as soon as we said Chelsea.
That's all good. It's all we can get cooked. I'm just saying. Watch when we beat you in the World Cup. Okay?
And if there's one thing the English are also worse than the Americans at, it's cooking. So don't worry about it. None of it hurt.
Bro, there was little to no seasoning in that cooking.
Trust me, there's no salt. I feel no salt because y'all don't use seasoning. You feel me?
Anyway,
shouts to Jamal, man.
Jamal,
one of my favorite people in the chat.
For real, yo, we need more nemesis.
Yeah, dog. So did the movie Thor. What a trash movie.
Alexis saw a Marvel movie, which is already
but it's the first and last one I'll ever see. I don't understand.
No,
what you
you've
people are
seen
excited
other
about.
Marvel movies.
I saw Spider-Man way back in the day,
and you
I
saw
was like, yo, Tobey Maguire looks like an accountant. This dude should not be Spider-Man.
I mean, the real Spider-Man looked like an accountant in the comics anyway. Regardless,
there was that one scene where there was like a marching band go by, and he kind of pretended to be in the marching band. I was like, why would you leave this in the movie if you're the editor? It's one of the saddest things I've ever seen.
Right, there's the review. Alexis,
was James Franco was the bad boy, right?
The bad boy?
What's the villain? Whatever happened? villains.
What is he? Just
I don't know, dude. There was a knob goblin, which I was like, I thought that was a good thing.
Was he featured in Tiger Beat magazine? Why?
Centerfold, bro.
Bad boy.
What was he? He's the villain. Right, but he was like a kid. His dad was Willem Dafoe.
Sure.
Right?
Yes. And yes.
I don't know. Weirdest thing about Spider-Man is dude lives on Roosevelt Island. That's where a dude who dresses up like Spider-Man would come from.
Does he live on Roosevelt Island?
You don't know that? How do I know that and you don't know that?
He's in Queens, but is Queens Roosevelt Island?
No, he lives in Roosevelt Island. Maybe in that movie he lived on Roosevelt Island.
Maybe in the movie, because in the comics
Queens?
he's from Queens, bro.
No.
I was born in Queens, Elmhurst Hospital, bro.
Bro, you Spider-Man, bro.
My name is Peter Polanco.
Yo, they said they were gonna make Spider-Man Dominican. You heard that?
Well, they did in Miles Morales. He's in
Dominican?
He's half black, half, I don't know if Dominican, but he's Hispanic. I don't know exactly what country.
It's just like wherever you from, that's where he's from.
But Spider-Man, the multiverse, the Spider-Verse, that film, the animated one, he's Miles Morales is Hispanic. So,
yo, Jamal said, "I'm Jamaican. What you know about? We know more seasoning than. Don't even try, bro." First of all, as a Caribbean peoples, we will say, welcome to the table. We all know how to cook, but if we're going to give it to somebody, Jamaica might not be the first on that list in the islands. You feel me?
Okay, Eric Keating gave us the update. He lived in Queens and then moved to the Lower East Side.
Okay.
Oh, damn, bro. How you afford that?
Damn, gentrifying ass Spider-Man.
Okay. Damn, bro. All right.
Cooligans versus the bad boys. Vinegar strokes with LOL beans on toast. Get them, bro. These men eat buttered bread with French fries on them.
It's embarrassing.
Bruh. Which with latchkey kid? Yo, what happened with the rations during that war, bruh?
The point is, we're concerned for you.
We worried. We worried about your lack of pepper intake.
Okay.
He's Boricua.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Because if he was Dominican, he'd take the mask off and he's like, I know black, I Dominican. And they're like, yo, why you causing problems, Spider-Man?
Spider-Man be problematic, dog.
Yo, he from the island, dog. You can't. Yo, you need time to assimilate.
He was indoctrinated. Yeah. It's not his fault.
He must be from the capital. We can't trust him.
Okay. Any other moves that we should focus on?
Yeah, tons. Gabriel Jesus did get confirmed.
Right.
That was announced.
That happened last week, but he played his first friendly.
And he looked incredible, scored two goals right away against Nuremberg. And you should Germany, you got to change the names of your cities, bro. Because when we think Nuremberg, we don't think, I wonder what their downtown looks like. You know what I mean?
It's not great.
There's some trials that happen there, you feel me?
We got to,
it's uncomfortable.
The branding.
Like, there's a town it was called West Patterson. Patterson, New Jersey is wild gutter. And they were like, but we got nice homes and we ain't that gutter. And we're trying to get like a richer community in here. So we're going to change the name. They shifted for gentrification. Now, while that made everyone seem uncomfortable, for Germany, it will make no one uncomfortable. If y'all switched it up a little bit, you know what I mean? You could keep Berlin. You could keep Munich. It's a little, but you could keep it.
There's a couple of them that are,
But Nuremberg? Nah, you got to switch that up.
No, Arsenal, was it 5-2?
Ain't no 9/11ville.
we gotta move on from that.
We gotta shift.
So the five. I think the result was 5-2. But the main thing is they were Matt Turner gave up 2 goals.
Well, while you're talking about Jamal put, yo, we making food jokes. Let's not go there, cause it could get real offensive. Respectfully, shouts to Jamal.
So
y'all got 4 dishes, Jamaica. 4 dishes.
Okay, well look, I'm
gonna be honest with you.
Either you need to have a phone call with Jamal.
We're gonna have to have a sit down. We're gonna have to have a dinner. No, I love Jamaican food. I'm only fucking around. Really.
Okay. So the
you gotta at least go Nueva Nuremberg. No one new in there. Let us know you changed, yo. Let us know you switched it up after the divorce. You know.
I love a nice Cobra said never for Gettysburg, which is that's a great bro. Can we pin that?
No, that's pinned, bro.
We gotta pin that,
bro. Never for Gettysburg.
That's incredible. So
yo, this chat is OD undefeated, bro.
Okay. So what the hell was I talking about? Because I just got distracted.
We were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Germany has a team called Hamburger.
Matt Turner.
It's Hamburg, by the way.
People were already concerned because Matt Turner gave up 2 goals. He started this game. I don't know if he played the entire game.
Yeah, but who was the dude named Walter was the center back in front of him? You can't blame him for that. We ain't got no money. Ain't nobody on the team named Walter. They found some dude in the stands, bro.
So this is and if if people don't pay attention to like preseason in Premier League has a different.
There's a lot of hope attached to it.
There's a different energy than a preseason, in MLS or I would say in most leagues.
Man named Walters. Rule Walters.
Rule Walters.
He's from the academy.
Okay.
How old is this? They don't even have an age on this guy.
So he's a kid.
He ain't old enough to have a photo. Bro, I mean, him and Pablo Mari and Hector Bellerin. These are 2 players we didn't want last year.
So that was that concern they were about Matt Turner. But look, he left in the 68th minute.
Yeah.
But the I saw the 1 goal from Gabriel Jesus, and it was like spectacular. I even saw Ian Wright was talking to Gabriel Martinelli and was saying just an incredible finisher. Just what incredible finish. But the
and Martinelli was like, no, he cold.
Yeah. He said that's why we bought him.
Yeah, that's why we bought him.
So but there was one shot. He was on on the right side, and I thought he was about to cross the ball. Like it would probably been a tap in.
Well, this was the one time, the first time hit.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, he's gonna send it back across the face of the goal, and he found the smallest angle. I mean, I literally saw that and I go, this is why you get a player of this ilk.
Yeah, and look, I know it's just preseason, but watching him play with that kind of confidence and take a shot like that, I had that feeling like, man, if Lacazette was in that position right there, I don't think he takes that shot. That shot was just world class. It was just an absolute blast to the roof of the net.
We'll talk a little more about Matt Turner. I see some of the comments. Jamal, I don't think you're wrong, but I do think you're stretching a little bit. But I do want to talk about the Gabriel Jesus thing that I think gives me the most hope. It wasn't the 2 goals, although that gave me a ton of hope. It wasn't necessarily how he was playing, how he's mixing it up. If you look at that first goal, the one we're talking about, he kind of gets the ball in transition, and he starts floating to the right. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Central. I don't want to see you link up. I want to see you score. And it's just because I have been an Arsenal fan for so long, I forgot you could score from that angle. You feel me? Like, I thought I saw him floating to the right, and I'm like, no, what are you doing, dude? Go. Like, you know what I mean? Go 1v1. Put these defenders on their back heel. It's Nuremberg. You know what I mean? Like, even if just for the history of it, But I saw that, and I was like, why is he going? And then he kind of linked up, and I was like, nah, man. He's one of those players that you can't take your eye off for a second.
Right.
And I think it's going to change stuff. But the thing that gave me the most hope was the interview he gave after that game.
What did he say?
They were talking to him about the fact that he came on, scored 2, obviously already becoming a fan favorite. There's a high expectation. And he immediately goes, I'm not here to be famous. I'm not here to be a star. I want us to win. I want us to. But he didn't say it in a way of like, this is restrained. He was like, guys, this isn't Gabriel Jesus in 10. I'm here for the team. I want us to win. I came here to win. I love Arsenal, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yo, you could see he means that.
Yeah.
He doesn't want the spotlight. He wants everyone to get the spotlight.
Right.
And that, for me, kind of gives me a little bit of hope, because if you look at what Arteta's done and why I've defended him so vehemently is because from the beginning he said we need to change the culture. We need to get people in here that are working as a team, working as a unit, all care about the club. He said exactly what you would hope a player that is not just a big name but fits the Arteta system would say. And he seems to be playing that way. So for someone like yourself who went through a really bit of a rough patch this past season with Everton, you look at this and you say, like, yo, you probably saying to yourself, I don't want Everton to go out and just get the biggest names possible. I want them to get players that are going to play together so we can build that foundation. What Manchester United is trying to do right now, we clearly have done that. And our biggest signing already feels that way, which is why I don't care if we get Rafinha, which is why I don't care if we get these players that don't want to be here. Keep getting players that want to play for this badge, that want to be here and play for this club, because if everyone comes in with the same mentality that Martinelli does when he says that's why we signed him, that's why we bought him, like players like ESR, players like Saka that came from Hell End, Players like Odegaard that clearly love this club. Players like Aaron Ramsdale that clearly love this club. Matt Turner grew up wearing Arsenal kits, Arsenal posters on his wall. You get these players in. Our biggest signing is also that. Bro, we're going to be just fine, bro.
Okay.
Fuck Tottenham, bro.
They didn't need
Nah,
that.
just in case you were thinking it, you know? But I want to say, but Jamal said, Matt Turner was so sus on that first game. Hopefully it was just a blip. He said the first goal was Matt Turner's fault, and they shot the ball to where he was standing. He is giving Almunia vibes. I thought the first goal was the counter.
I didn't see either of the goals.
He was off his line, but who wouldn't be during the counter? And also, it's his first match. Give him time. I'm not going to sit here and say he had the greatest game ever, but give him time. I don't think he's Almunia in any way, shape, or form. Trust me, we've seen this dude play for both the men's national team and New England Revolution. The dude will stand on his head. He's absolutely incredible. He's an incredible shot stopper. He's also incredible on penalties. Just give him a chance.
Jamal just said, yo, get Alexis and his belly to the Emirates. He can give the team talk.
Let's go. Imagine my belly has to pay for a separate ticket.
Okay. So an interesting.
Jamal said, Lacazette don't even get to that box, Christian. We would still be eating donuts at the halfway line. Bro, he ain't wrong. Think about if you go back to last year's Arsenal squad, there's a lot of things that are issues, right? Things that need to be fixed. And I'm not sitting here saying we don't need anyone else besides the striker, but striker would have completely shifted our results. If we had a striker that cared about the club, Aubameyang, and had a bit more gas in his tank compared to what Lacazette had, we would have finished fourth easily. We would have definitely been able to get. I mean, someone like a Gabriel Jesus would have at least.
Who finished fourth?
Huh?
Who finished fourth?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, nobody knows.
Some Fugazi team.
Okay, all right. The what was it? The other thing I wanted to talk about.
How underrated is El Neni? Big Mo got a can. He did put.
Oh.
He put his boot through that. By the way, did you see Eddie Nketiah did the British version of sneaker shopping?
I did not.
They have their own. It's called Shopping for Sneakers.
Ooh, clever.
Yeah. We can't tell. Kick Game does it. It's with the I forget the dude's name. He's a Tottenham fan. The dude who's the host. Craig Mitch. You know Craig Mitch.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Curly hair up top.
Yeah.
Right. Shouts to Craig Mitch. But he what was I saying? Oh yeah, Eddie Nketiah did it, and he was talking, and they said like, "Yo, whose fashion is like the best?" And he was talking about like, out of everyone, probably Joe Willock. Joe Willock got great style, blah blah.
Right.
He goes, "Who in the locker room is just the worst? Just don't get it." And he was like, "El Neni." He's like, yo, bro, when he walks in, he's like, I don't even know Nike made this fit. He's like, he be getting wild stuff. He's like, but when he walks in, we're all like, yo, that's hard.
Right.
Just gassing him up. And I'm like, that's exactly what you should be doing. He's like, yo, he walk in with mad confidence. You get to, like, I'm starting to, like, even like those little bits of the interview, I'm like, everyone's having fun in this locker room. It's totally different than it was like 2-3 years ago.
Okay, so look, there's clearly some positivity. We should talk about, obviously, what happened last week, since we're talking about Arsenal. But I don't know exactly where things are, where they stand.
I think the reason why we haven't really said anything because it broke after the show, but even on the Complex show, we really didn't talk about it because like no one. First of all, the rules in England are different. They don't name the person publicly until they're charged.
Right.
In America, they're like this person. It's completely
put them
different.
under the jail.
Yeah. Feel free to talk about it. There's no such thing as slander rules. Go for it.
But no, they apparently people are not aware. Thomas Partey has not didn't travel with the team.
No, he's now back with the team.
Right. So that is what I've just heard.
And I don't know if it's official. I don't know if it has to be official. I don't know if like these things are have to be said, but I think the reason he's back with the team is because he's been cleared of all charges. The last thing I've heard, if you don't know, there was a player, 29 years old, lives in Barnet, which is in North London, plays for their national team. That's all the information we have. Was arrested on the suspicion of rape. That's all the information. There were other rumors that he was arrested again, and there was a whole bunch of stuff, but that's all we know. All the people that were sort of qualified to fit that were, posted on social media, or their dad came out and said, like, no, not us. So the last person left was Thomas Partey, Arsenal defensive midfielder, also plays for the Ghanaian national team. He hasn't said anything, or up until that point, he hadn't said anything. Kind of mysteriously, a few days ago, he posted like a promotional thing, like
picture of himself in an Arsenal kit.
But it was like I think it was an Adidas promo picture.
Sure.
So it looked like something that they're asked to post as players. But again, really silent. No one said anything. Looked bad. If you remember a couple months ago, he converted to Islam. That seems to be at the center of the rumors as to why this was dropped. Apparently, there's no proof that he did anything. He was arrested because someone filed a complaint or filed a charge against him. He was never officially charged. They looked into it. The rumor is, and none of this is confirmed, so I'm only saying this because this is all we know, is that it looks like his girlfriend at the time had made up the charges because apparently he converted and can't marry her now.
Right. I don't know why.
I don't know if that's true.
I don't have anything. What I've heard, and this is literally all just rumors, and what I'm seeing online is that
Ghanaian, not Ghanaian. Maybe I mispronounced it, but yes, he plays for Ghana.
That she wanted to get married and he did not.
Right.
And that's why she made these accusations. I do not know
Again,
if any of this is accurate. It's all alleged. It's all
but
wild.
supposedly once he switched to Islam, he transfers. He transferred to Islam. Islam got a great signing. Once he did, I think she maybe isn't.
I have no idea, but this is the main thing, and whether these charges are true or not is we will never know. The main thing, as far as at least the interesting thing to me was how it was reported, or at least what information was given out. Right? They didn't name the player, but they give all these details.
It is like a page 6 thing, like one superstar known for spraying webs out of his hand.
Who could it be? So, but it seems like, at least to me, it seems like they should not give any details at all, rather than these particular details, because then a lot of players have to come out and say they have to defend themselves on the possibility that it might be them, right? So,
well, hold on. Jamal said, I'm chatting bare rubbish. It's some bloke who started that rumor. It is not true. What part?
Which part is the rumor?
Because we're telling you these are all rumors.
Yeah.
These none of this is confirmed. None of this.
So
is
this
true.
is the stuff that we're seeing on our timeline. So we don't know what to believe or what not to believe. I have literally no idea. But this is what we're seeing. So this is just in general that this is kind of muddying the waters of what is actually going on. If we should just presume that either that he's arrested and he is not with the team. I don't even know exactly if that's the case.
I don't think you'd be allowed to go back to the team even if there was a suspicion that this actually happened.
Right, you would think that the investigation would have to play out.
But I think it did. That's why he's allowed. That's what we're
no
assuming.
Idea. But this is this is obviously a huge club, a huge player for this club. And
Jamal said the marriage thing with his girl thing is fake. Okay, thank you for letting us know that.
Okay.
Also, how do you know that? Is this a rumor you're starting?
So, but this is what we're seeing as well. So it's just a generally pretty wild situation with how I think it kind of expresses how deeply fans care about their club, because from either the it's obviously a very serious accusation, but the jokes are essentially like, why did I pick this club? Always something terrible happens, or things like that. And so you see that it's just such a deeply important thing to so many people, the success of their club. And this is why I talk about preseasons. Preseasons, this doesn't really happen in MLS or really anywhere else that we're that
Ain't
we
nobody
get to
going
win.
to the NBA Summer League worried about the players.
It's just there's such the hope is and you see this in European football definitely more than American soccer, but there is just so much hope put into the beginning of the season that is it's the difference of at least look in MLS and in most American sports we have playoffs, so we don't need to really invest so much emotionally at the beginning.
The first 10 games of the season is technically preseason in MLS.
So it's really the middle of the year towards the end when that's when the emotional investment really kicks in.
Think about when Arsenal lost the first 3 matches pretty horrifically last season. People were already saying the season was over. It's 3 games in,
Okay.
But to this point, look, we hope that the things aren't true. I don't even know. There were no charges, but we hope the suspected charges aren't true. It makes it a little difficult to root for a guy that might have this in their locker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But all all I can say is I hope that whatever the woman involved was felt as though she got her due justice and was taken care of. Okay. And if it's not true, if this was fake, then I would assume she would be charged.
I would assume so too. So who knows? I'm hoping.
Jamal said he is actually married to his girl, and then he converted Muslim. He got married some months ago. He said it by himself. He converted to Islam to get married to his wife. If you check his wife's TikTok, you would see married to Thomas Partey there.
I mean, but the fact that Jamal knows this stuff is pretty incredible.
And then Jamal said, LOL, that's why no one cares about MLS. Oh, I don't know. Besides the thousands and thousands of people who have season tickets, 2 of them are here.
Of course. But nobody cares. Whatever. Look, we're not trying to, you're going to buy a ticket? You're not going to be an MLS season ticket holder. We're not trying to win you over. Do what you got to do. Okay. All right, so there's a couple things I wanted to react to.
Shouts to everybody watching and checking us out. Feel free to hit that like button. It helps us out a ton.
That's right.
So please do that. Hit that like button. If you're listening to this, just put your thumb up in the air.
the Women's Euros kicked off last week.
So far, very exciting.
Yeah, there've been some pretty great games. I did see France, Italy yesterday.
I saw Belgium versus Iceland.
Right, and shout out to Total Soccer Show did a preview on all the countries in the Women's Euros. If you want to,
that's dope.
Yeah. So go check that out. But the England, the tournament is in England, right? I believe. It is in England.
Barry Guna said Leeds United cares about MLS.
England won their first. They opened the tournament, but. There's as far as like the traditional favorites, it's usually England, Spain, and I would say Germany as well.
I'd say Spain is hands down probably the biggest.
But they lost their player. An injury. They had Alexi Putellas, who
you see her all over. So you know how Instagram will now show you posts of people you don't follow.
Right.
Hers is constantly coming through my feed.
And she tore her ACL literally right before the beginning of the tournament, which is absolutely.
But still,
brutal.
I mean, that team, they play like Barca. It's incredible.
Right. And then France.
Old Barca, not Danny Alves.
France smacked up Italy 5-1.
Bruh.
I mean, Italy just
playing like the men's team, you know.
You can't.
Italy, for one, is looking for equality.
So wow. But it's a great start to the tournament so far.
Who do you have winning this whole thing?
You would think, given England being at home, they would have to be the favorites, right? They probably should do it, but I would probably say I think it's going to be between Germany or Spain. If I had to, like,
I think Spain could pull it out.
Yeah, very
pull
likely.
it off.
Pull it out.
Pull it off. Don't do that. No, Spain. No. Who's the woman that played for Everton ladies that we saw? She also plays for the women's national team in England. The Lionesses.
That we interviewed or that we just
remember
met?
we met very quickly. She was walking to her car.
She is. What is her name? If I see her name, I will.
I'm trying to think who's like the big name on the England team. England's playing.
Oh wait, I don't think she's not on the team this time around.
Really? That's what I was about to say. Did she make it on the squad?
No, no. I don't see any Everton player, unless she transferred. But what was her name? I forgot her name. Anyway,
the girl, one of the women that plays for Barca's women team, Ingrid Engin. She plays for Norway. They're playing. She's a really great player too. She plays for Norway. I think she's going to be one of the bigger stars of the whole tournament.
Okay,
but I can't remember. There's someone named Bethany England on the English team. Which been that? Bobby America.
I mean, you love it. Okay, so
Tony Dugan. Was that her name?
Yes. Or is it Duggan or Dugan? It might be Duggan. Okay, a couple other things. The other moves. Paul Pogba leaving Manchester United. He has officially joined Juve.
I'm a little sad.
Because?
I wanted him on PSG.
Really?
Yeah, dude. He's just the perfect vibes for that team, you know?
All right.
I know the owner of PSG came out and said, the shiny and the sparkly and all that, the Hollywood's going to be gone. I'm paraphrasing. He said, and he also said, I want a team full of Parisians, which is not going to happen. Relax. I get that you don't want the supporters to knock on your front door again, but that's not happening. But part of me hopes that's not true. And I think getting someone like Pogba would have been so perfect.
Right.
He is Paris, bro.
Right. Yeah. I mean, look, he is a. I mean, as far as like linking up with, two of the biggest brands in football, right?
Bro.
Pogba, Paris, Pogba.
Pogba, Neymar, Messi, Mbappe.
I mean, look, it's good business. But I want to talk about this video. Pogba reconnected with his homie Juan Cuadrado, the Colombian international, and this is why I love Pogba. He's done this a couple times. He obviously speaks several languages, but not only does he speak multiple languages, he will speak multiple languages in that person's dialect.
He very clearly is good at absorbing accents.
Yes, he should be on SNL. This is how good this dude is.
Yeah. He's French, but if he was in Washington Heights for 10 minutes, he'd be like, "Que lo que, hermano, dime."
I gotta hear Paul Pogba speaking Dominican Spanish. I mean,
quicker than Drake tried to become Dominican.
But this is a video. Paul Pogba posted this on his Instagram stories. I saw this the other day, and this is him linking up with Juan Cuadrado. I will translate it because it's obviously in Spanish.
Ay, hermano, mi panita. Estamos juntos de nuevo, ¿qué? Una belleza. Una vez, hermano, estoy melo. Estamos melos, papá.
There it is.
What would be the equivalent? It's like if he showed up and he's like, yo, that ass. I need to get me a bev right now.
I'm like, yo, Paul, you've really assimilated yourself quite quickly to my culture.
Damn. He's asking for swipes. Yo, swipe me in. You got an unlimited? Swipe me in, bro. You wearing Giuseppe's right now?
I ain't paying the MTA. You know they corrupt.
Nah, yo, you see a cop out there? I'm about to hop this. I'm about to hop this turnstile.
But I love this from Paul Pogba. I mean, it is just the authenticity.
Ay, hermano, mi panita.
You hear it. You hear,
right?
Ay, hermano, mi panita.
That's so. His Colombian accent is better than the dude who did Narcos.
Oh, without a doubt.
How crazy is that?
Because, I mean, that dude was Brazilian.
Yeah. Bro, Pogba, he's a parcero now.
For real. And that's the thing I like, because a lot of my Colombian friends, when I was like, yo, you've been watching Narcos, this shit is lit, this is incredible. And I'm like, I hear his accent, and I'm not, like, embarrassed by it. I'm not insulted by the guy who played
the Brazilian dude.
Brazilian. I'm like, I can see that he's maybe, like, trying a little hard, but it's not like, I didn't grow up enough around the accent to be, like, embarrassed by it.
Or it's a little put on, but you're like, whatever.
Or to not be able to focus on the actual show.
Right. But dudes are like, he kind of sound like he from Cali. Like, Colombian dudes are trying to place him in different neighborhoods.
Yeah, but Colombians are just like, I was telling my Colombian friend, I'm like, yo, you watching Narcos? He's like, yo, but this guy, I can't. I'm like, the show is good. Everybody on the show is good except the main character.
Yeah. The show is well written. It's fun to follow along.
But I love this from Paul Pogba. He did this also. Remember when during the World Cup in 2018 when like a Peruvian
he came out and spoke Russian, right?
Sure. Really showed his support for Putin.
He put poison on the other team's doorknob.
It's just that cultural appropriation.
Yo, you're doing too much, Pogba.
But
you rushing in too hard, my dude.
But they were the guy who was it was a post game, and he's interviewing players that are walking. He's just trying to get a second, a little clip.
Anybody
who would talk.
Look
to
at
him.
the camera. This guy gets paid
like,
double.
Griezmann. Yeah, trying to get any kind of attention. And he did the same thing to Pogba, started speaking to him in Spanish. And he didn't think Pogba knew Spanish. And he asked him a question like, how was the game? And then he went into, like, he gave his analysis on Peru. Right. He was just like, like that he was disappointed. No, he just said like it was a tough result because Peru they got pretty much crushed in all their group stage games. Right. But he was like showing a lot of sympathy, and the guy was like, I cannot believe he's like, he was literally like, did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Tell me the memory card didn't corrupt.
This is why when the English media criticizes Paul Pogba so much, I'm like, this is why I can so easily come to his defense, because I really think he's a dude that cares about his image and how he treats other people.
He's very anti English establishment style of playing the game, which is like that Roy Keane gets stuck in.
Just all business. Nobody.
I do nothing but sweat.
I don't talk to the media.
Yeah. And like that, he's very anti that. He seems like somebody who leads with his personality first versus just showing that he works hard.
Right.
And that, I think, hits the ire of everyone involved in media in England. But I think the real fans, look, there's been moments where he's disappeared. I'm not going to sit here and say, no, I'm also not a United fan, so I don't care if he does. But I would love him on Arsenal. I just think he's a great dude, and I love the way he plays the game. And I think, for 90 minutes, kind of like Mesut Ozil, for 90 minutes, you fuck around a little bit, but then all of a sudden you get a worldie. Bro, at the end of the match, I'll be like, did you see the worldie? I'm not going to be like, minutes 35 to 45, he kind of walked a little bit. I'm not going to care, bro.
Right. I mean, Paul Pogba is the embodiment of get in here and fuck around a little bit.
He'll get in here and fuck around a little bit.
Because he'll do enough to help the team, but no, sorry. Just
Chris said, as a guy from Medellin, Narcos was a nightmare. You see?
So funny.
Kirby D said, who by the way said bye about an hour ago. Kirby D said, honestly, I feel like Pogba is one of the most intelligent players in the world. I completely agree. I see the way he sort of goes about his business, and I sit here and I think he gets it on a different level.
Right.
He's one of those people that just understands marketing before the league is ready to have like individual marketers.
Okay, this guy. He knows what he's doing.
Jamal said, no way Arteta would chokeslam him in the dressing room. He strolls on a pit. You ain't wrong about that either. Also, he'll never pay attention to be in any position, which is another reason why Mesut Ozil got immediately.
Right. Should we talk a little bit about Manchester United, because their preseason.
Let's talk a little bit about them. They trash. Let's move on.
No. But I did see the announcement that Eric Ten Hag will be keeping Harry Maguire as the captain of the team. So they're
already making mistakes.
I'll say this. It seems like the perception that we have externally about Manchester United is a little bit different, or I would say very different than what's going on behind the scenes.
We've watched more Manchester United matches than Eric Ten Hag. That's why we know this man should not be captain.
Do you think it's...
To speak like an English person, he is a bottle job.
Okay, which Pornhub category is that?
Ooh, pull it out, Barca. Pull it out.
It is and shout out to United View, your homie
Flex. And KG. KG was smart enough to be like, I should be the one.
Where's their preseason?
They're in Thailand.
They're in
Thailand right now, and they got. It was the weirdest part was hearing, but anyway, they got press credentials.
Yeah.
So they were allowed to go to the press conference for Eric Ten Hag's, I believe, first press credential.
Right.
Press conference as a Manchester United manager. And Flex asked a great question. A lot of people were trying to get so people were like, the people that were giving Flex credit were saying that everyone else, every other journalist was like, Cristiano Ronaldo, is he playing or is he not? Are you guys going to move him? And then Flex asked a pretty important question.
About Anthony Martial and Marcus
Rashford.
Rashford.
How do you assimilate them, and where do you see them? What role do you see them playing? And basically, it was like, you got to give me a game, bro. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But the best part was to me is like in America, when you grab especially in the soccer world, when you grab the mic at a press conference, you have to stand up and say. So I've had to say Alexis Guerrero's Cooligans, as if it's a real publication, right? So you're supposed to, but they
you
say
take off your press hat.
yeah. It's got the little card on my fitted that says press. But they said this, so they were like Flex
United View.
Flex United View. And he was like, yes, hello, yes. This is my Flex impression. Dear Governor, what do we feel about Martial and Marcus Rashford?
You work with this man every week.
Marcus Rashford. By the way,
this is why he hears.
My internet went out, and he had to start the show, and he was like, what's up, everybody? I'm Alexis, and I'm American. And I could hear, but I couldn't respond. I'm like, this dude is cooking me, boy. It was so disrespectful.
Okay. So I try to understand, and you saw it in that kind of that press conference, like who is the
Jamal said, first mistake Eric Ten Hag made. He gonna be more like Eric 10 months.
Boom.
I can see this going bad for United.
I look, to me, Erik ten Hag seems like we talk about this all the time, having the chill coach and the chill manager, and then you bring in the disciplinarian. Erik ten Hag seems like a disciplinarian.
Nah, I'm getting this ain't right vibes. I'm getting like he ain't ready vibes.
Did you hear the rules that he's instituted? The 5 rules?
No.
Okay, so
hit me with them.
This is what at least off the dome, if I remember it. First of all,
yo, he's spitting off the dome, bro.
The players they have to eat what the club cooks. Like, they can't have personal chefs. So that's one of the rules as far as like their diet. So he's changing their diet. No drinking during game weeks.
Alcohol.
No alcohol, right. No water is allowed. Just Dutch.
This dude is rough, bro.
Dutch rules. No, I can't remember all 5, but no.
I'm seeing if I could pull them up.
I saw RNA Deck had tweeted them out.
This is a video. Don't want that.
The no leaks. They basically said like if any players are caught,
that makes sense because you want to keep them as a team.
Yeah, leaking any information and essentially saying if there's any problem that the player should come to him and not speak to the agents first. And then what were there were 2 more.
All right, players will be dropped if they are late for a meeting or training, regardless of their status.
Let's see that. Would love to see that.
I don't know if that's just these are my rules or this was a problem previously.
As KC Fan TV said, no beans on toast.
Yo, remember that? I remember one time they were talking about Arsene Wenger where they were like, he completely revolutionized football. One of the things he did, believe it or not, he said at halftime, there was no more beans on toast. And I was like, these motherfuckers was eating beans on toast. No wonder y'all were playing
Very
like
simple.
this.
It's just like,
this is why y'all didn't win since 1960, bro.
it's like at halftime, no more eating paint chips off the wall.
We need to stop, bro.
This man is a visionary.
Damn. How else are we supposed to get the jitters, coach? No alcohol during game weeks. Use club chefs rather than personal chefs, so with overhauled menu. Monthly BMI checks.
Ooh.
Damn, Harry Maguire. Yo, Shaw. That's a Luke Shaw rule right there, boy. Must go to 10 Agua problems before going to an agent.
Right. So, look, I mean, this is
Carlos Fonseca said, no maduros.
Bro.
This guy's a maniac, bro.
I can't play on this team.
Even Pogba's like, no lo puedo hacer. No se hace, parce. Jamal said, no way Flex sounds like the Queen. Dear Governor, I have a question for thee. I am Flex of the United View.
There's nothing better than a Manchester United press officer saying, Flex, United View.
Yeah.
Like, just the flex part.
Which, if you go back, if someone's like, I wonder what United View is, and they look it up and they're like, yo, this whole team, they're all donuts, bottle jobs, they're all mugs.
Bro.
And they're like, yo, maybe we shouldn't give these people
No, but, credit to them. Look, I've said this in the past, like when we've spoken to people involved with Premier League clubs or Bundesliga clubs or wherever, especially in Europe, we say like, yo, we would love to do what we're doing, but in Europe, like if we travel over there,
and they're like, we don't want it.
They're like, comedians and where?
Nowhere near allowed our players.
So
only one club has ever allowed
United View getting to the point where they can do something like that,
huge.
And the club trusts them enough.
They do tread the line between the traditional fan cam, which is a bit more boisterous, a bit more on edge, right? They tread the line between that and more like a sincere, an analysis of the club.
They're clearly passionate fans for the club, so they're going to speak from that perspective. But it shows that the media landscape is changing a lot, where what people like for the things that we do are becoming a bit more normalized.
Yeah, we're official now.
Well, I mean, look,
Fox can't get no press credential. You're done. You got to go to the Cooligans and ask.
Because they're I'm not gonna say we're changing everything, but
no, we did.
But us existing in this space was kind of not a real thing when we started.
Yeah, and shouts to all the new podcasts and stuff that we're seeing in America.
I love it. Yeah.
We were talking about Give and Go. Those guys are doing a great job.
Right.
SKC Fan TV. SKC Fan TV with his reactions.
NYC Forever. Everybody's doing a bunch of stuff.
NYC Forever killing it.
Yeah, there's so many amazing shows.
NYC Forever. You can't have 3 big dudes on a couch, bro.
What? That's your advice?
Yo, you can't.
More thin people.
No. Less couches, bro. We don't look good on couches, fam. That's not our look.
Right.
We need a shift. Or you need to get bigger laptops. You feel me? It's just not a good look.
Dude, Alexa's going to have y'all wearing fajas.
I'm going to strap y'all up, pulling the cords in the back, bro.
Just corsets for y'all. This is crazy.
Bro, I'm telling you, I love y'all. I love y'all. Can't have the couch, bro. Oh, y'all look half asleep, fam.
Okay. A couple other things I wanted to highlight. So this
Barry Guna said, no more hairstyles. Everyone jarhead like Coach. Speaking of fashion.
Let's talk about fashion. And this we
make fun of football at fashion all the time.
Right.
Although in the last few years, there's been a turn. It's a little bit silly now. But when we shifted away from like the Mario Balotelli bedazzled Giuseppe's Ed Hardy look, which was horrific.
Yeah.
Anything D squared makes.
A lot of athletes went through that phase.
Yeah,
bad...
Messi's still going through it, bro. D squared is just
Messi's still wearing Von Dutch hats, bro.
Bro, D squared as a brand needs to answer for what's going on.
Crimes against humanity.
Yo, bro, you guys have ruined more footballer Instagram pics than anyone else in the world.
So we got this image the other day.
It doesn't look so bad, right? The ladies are clearly
better.
way better dressed.
Let me just set this up a little bit. Got this image from Gully Squad for our Patreon. If you haven't joined, please do so. You get access to an incredible Slack channel.
Go to shoutstouz.com.
Yeah, and we got this image the other day. And shout out to Dimitri, the Montreal homie.
Dimitri Payet, that's right. He's in our shit. Shouts to Dimitri.
But he sent us this photo.
Put it up.
This is of Jordi Alba, Thiago Alcantara, and Sergio Busquets, and they're all
we both thought was Danny Carvajal at first.
But this is they're with their ladies. I'm sure they're vacationing somewhere.
Most of the attention, obviously the ladies are incredibly well dressed.
Yes.
Most of the attention immediately in the eyes goes to Jordi Alba's dumb long shirt, right?
But he's also he's a fairly short guy.
He is, but it looks like he borrowed this from Busquets.
Okay,
right?
Right.
That's where your eyes immediately go.
Mm-hmm.
But
then you look at Sergio.
Right? Sergio, what do we first of all, right, hold on. It looks like Jordi Alba borrowed Sergio Busquets' shirt. But it looks like Sergio Busquets borrowed his girl's shoes.
Because these shoes are...
These are the official what are those?
The
2022.
The what are those 10s
bro.
Right here. Because...
Open toe?
Well, it's not open toe. This isn't open toe. Open toe is 100% allowed. Peep toe.
Peep toe.
You can't
show toe cleavage, dog.
you can't tease us with the toesies.
Damn, son. We need to see these little puppies, bro. These little piggies. We want to see the one that went to work.
You can't just give us a part of the show. No, man. This is one of those things where. Where toxic masculinity, I think, is 100% justified.
I mean, this isn't toxic. This is more caring masculinity.
we care for this, man. Well, this is where this is the type
How
of.
you even pack these for a trip, bro?
This is the type of shoe you don't wear.
No, this is what happens if the airline lost your luggage. And you get thrown in the pool, and you can only buy from the gift shop. And these are the only shoes they add in your size. Bro, show this man what slides look like. You need some Yeezy slides, fam. The strap on the back, dog?
No, dude.
Nah.
You can't, Sergio. I don't know. Look, it's just, it can't be allowed.
On a scale of 1 to oh no, where would you place this?
Look, it could be worse. It could be worse. But we're not used to seeing men in peep toe shoes. And I don't gay, straight, I don't care where you are in any spectrum.
I don't give a damn.
The peep toe, it just doesn't look right.
There's something about it where I'm like, you didn't plan it. Your stylist needs to get fired.
It's problematic, Sergio.
Yeah. Kirby said, man's just said, don't give me just the tip. Jamal said those are the Air Moses 12s. Bro.
And I'm sure these are very fancy, expensive shoes.
Bro, remember the journalist who threw the shoe at George Bush?
Yes.
Yeah, those shoes were nicer than this.
So, Sergio,
Most of them are the Air Nazareths 34.
you can't,
Damn.
you can't be. This is when
Barry gonna say when the Gucci slats get snatched by TSA in Newark. Yo, you know that happens. Don't pack nothing nice in your carry on.
this is look.
TSA's like, no man, I gotta look through all your Rolexes, my G.
When it comes to men's leisure, shoes, I have a lot of opinions.
Yeah,
And
man.
this is where like it's just gone too
the
far.
11th commandment is don't wear these shoes.
Because
bro.
look, I was just in Italy, and Italy this was rampant.
a lot of capri pants.
A lot of capri pants with
so many-
Birkenstocks.
Bro,
this can't be.
We're losing the recipes as a culture.
Look, I mean, I'm serious. I saw this guy probably 4,000 times. I saw khaki pants, khaki capris with the beige Birkenstocks, man bun, and a white linen. Can we not
Bro, that
be
dude,
so?
That dude is only in these towns in Italy to bang your wife at the resort. That's the only reason they there.
It can't be the same look over and over and over. I saw it too
What
many
dude
times.
made that popular? What weird Italian telenovela actor made this a good look? The man bun, okay. But you can't match that up with capris
all the time? Like,
and Birks.
But and the fact that it's so consistent is what's ridiculous. It's absolutely wild. Barry Laguna said the little reach around the ankle don't help.
Nah. All right, you and I have spent a lot more time in Europe than in previous years.
Yeah.
And there's one thing I noticed about Europe is, we as New Yorkers, we dress a little different, right? We dress a bit more street, a bit more
I wear
aggressive.
Timbs to the beach.
Yo, I wear them in the shower because I don't trust your hotels, fam. We dress a little bit more street. Some of them, these things aren't really allowed in England. You have to dress smart if you want to go to a nightclub.
Right.
Like this happened with the homie Brushy 87.
Okay.
He was hanging out. He was wearing a Puma trackie, as they call it.
Yeah.
Matching top and bottom. They wouldn't let him into the nightclub because of that. And the bouncer was like, yo, nothing I could do, dog. He's like, bro, I would love to. He's like, you seem like an upstanding individual, but I would get fired if I let you in. I can't do it. And I was like, yo, what if we switch pants? And I didn't realize pants meant something different. I just kept yelling, what if we switch pants? I'm going to put on my man's pants. Give me my man's pants. And I'm going to let him wear my
Bro,
pants.
take your pants off. Why haven't you taken your pants off yet?
Why are we still talking about pants, bro? We should be showing pants. And bro, she's like, yo, you need to stop saying that, man. He's like, ain't nobody wearing my pants, dog. Bro, whatchamacallit? Like, there's a different way we dress out here where it's not really, like, accepted, right? But,
Yeah.
like, our NBA stars, even, like, when, Russell Westbrook come out in a skirt, there's a fashion sense to it. This is a lack of fashion
Without a
sense.
doubt. I mean, look, Russell Westbrook wouldn't be caught that in those
No.
shoes. Let's not be crazy.
No.
Okay, but with peep toe?
Nah. He show you all them toes, bro.
Okay. Jose Ochoa said, I didn't know you guys were foot fetish type of guys. Is that what it is? I mean, we're trying to help the homie Sergio Busquets. That's all we're trying
Eric
to do.
Keating said, y'all seen the Margaritaville Crocs? No.
No.
Eric.
Should we look them up?
Bro, and Kirby D said, wait, so what are y'all options on thippers, thong sandals? Like the Havananians and all that? It's kind of our culture to be hit with them. You got hit with.
I mean, look, I would say more than anything, I would say those are more appropriate. And if you're like going to the beach or doing something,
They're clearly at a resort. You wouldn't wear that. That's
right,
a little
and this is
lazy.
probably in this is more evening wear. Or
Yeah,
like,
That's what I'm saying. It's a little lazy
like-
for this time of the day. Just look at what everyone else is wearing.
Right. I think very appropriate.
I don't think they're alpargatas, but they look like alpargatas.
Yeah. So look, it's a great look. They're doing great.
Eric Keating said built-in shot glass. Bruh. Are these...
Is that these Crocs? Let me look them up.
I gotta look them up.
Margaritaville.
He doing too much, bro. Oh, my God. They really do have a shot glass on them.
Let's see.
They're going for $139. Y'all spend too much money on these damn Crocs.
I've never
I see
seen
them on eBay.
I see them on StockX. I've never seen Crocs on.
Oh, no. Crocs are the Salehi Crocs. They're huge.
Okay.
You know which ones those are?
No.
You've never seen the Salehi Crocs?
Salehi Crocs.
Salehi is the designer. He put the whistle on the back of the New Balance sneakers. bro. This is what happens, yo. You move to some bum-ass town in Jersey, shouts to Matt Turner, from there. And this is what happens, yo. You've lost touch, Christian.
Yeah, my croc game is weak, bro.
Bro,
I'm sorry.
Salehi? You don't know about Salehi?
No, I missed that.
Damn.
Okay, anything
Bro,
else?
we need a Christian intervention. You cannot become a suburban dad around me, bro.
I mean, I have no interest. This
You cannot become like a corny suburban. No offense to everyone listening. Like one of these dudes that just don't give a damn. You can't do it.
But I don't understand. Why would I care about any Crocs?
No,
What?
because Salehi. You got to know who Salehi is.
I don't know. Who is Salehi?
We'll talk about it off camera. We're
right.
gonna have a sit down. We're gonna get an easel out. We're gonna go over Salehi alone.
Okay.
They were probably normal shoes, and his toes ripped through them. Very good.
Okay. The a nice girl was a Christian and his quacks.
Yo, Jamal said, just say white Europeans. No black man in Europe is wearing King Solomon shoes. No. We're not putting this on y'all. This is very clearly a Busquets issue. This was not put on y'all. I'll say y'all like to dress. In order to get in, you have to be wearing like Chelsea boots and shit to like get into nightclubs.
Right.
Whereas here, if you were wearing like, off-white dunks, you'd be like, no, come on in, bro.
Right. Like that's like a respected.
In fact, go around the puddle, dog. I'm not trying to let you get him dusty.
Okay.
Christian and his squad.
Anything else we should cover before we wrap up?
We got the Demarai Gray interview coming up.
Yes.
And let me tell you something. This man took a lot of joy in that goal he scored against Arsenal.
Right, and if you don't remember, if you haven't seen the Cooligans Classico, our documentary that we made for Everton versus Arsenal at Goodison Park, go check it out. But Demarai Gray was the hero in that game. He scored an incredible goal.
Yeah, hero's the way I would definitely put it.
Hero. So we talked to him about that goal that he scored that broke Alexis's heart and a lot of Arsenal fans' heart. I think a lot of Arsenal fans expected. I think they thought it was going to be easy 3 points that day. I think a lot of Everton fans expected it was going to be. I thought it was going to
be 3-1, the other way.
Right, but no, but it was awesome of him to chat with us. So please, if you are listening to this podcast, we will play the interview right after this. And if you are watching live right now, the YouTube video will be available right after we're done with this live broadcast.
We're going to put the link in the chat so you have it.
Yes,
you might
so we'll do that.
Copy and paste it because Christian's going to be the one who does it. But click on that so that you could watch it. But it's absolutely incredible. I want to thank Meadowlark. I hope they're still listening.
Dan, I hope you're still stuck around.
Dan.
But no, this is you're going to start seeing, I think, in the next, up until probably, leading into the World Cup. The show may change slightly, or we might do a couple different things, but we're going to, the cool thing about Meadowlark is that they're allowing us to, one, stay ourselves, but also experiment with a bunch of either new ideas, a bunch of different projects and stuff like that. So the show's going to just only grow, and we're really excited about this opportunity and getting to work with all the folks.
It's a new start for us, which is so dope. And look, the ideas that they have for us and that we have for us and that we have to be a part of that network are really, really exciting. So hopefully you guys stick around for a lot of those changes. For everyone who was in the chat, hit the like button if you're still here. That absolutely helps us a lot. Also, you guys are just absolutely incredible. The show has grown in culture and in community so much since we've gone independent. So I want to thank the YouTube community, the YouTube Live community. I want to thank everyone in Gully Squad. Without you, we wouldn't be able to do any of this. So we want to just continue to grow everything. And one of the big things we're going to do, there's going to be a lot of surprises coming up, which a lot of exciting changes over the next few months before the World Cup comes. But one of the things that we want to do is we're going to figure out a way to get Gully Squad a lot more exclusive content. We're thinking about doing either no cap recap every week or starting a different show that kind of gives you a little bit more insight into just how we feel about things that are non-sporting. Just kind of be able to talk about whatever, just kind of have just like a straight up comedy podcast. We want to give you guys that every week. We want to figure out more ways to do more cool stuff with the Gully Squad community. You guys are absolutely incredible. Shouts to everyone who's joined. Shouts to everyone who's hit the like button, shared anything we've done. This is all because of you. So also we want to thank Meadowlark for not only being interested in working with us, which was cool, but also being the kind of group we wanted to join. I said this last time, we've got offers from other people, but everything that Meadowlark does fits right in line with who we are. We love the attention you put on the sport of soccer. We love the excitement. We love how much you guys care about being funny and making people laugh in ways that, when we started this show, wasn't really happening in this sport. It was more of just like some radio guys were doing it, but you guys really took trying to add levity to sports conversations to the forefront. And I'm glad that you saw that we do it to the sport of soccer and the sport of football. We absolutely love it. So for everyone in Europe who hangs out with us, everyone in America who hangs out with us, everyone all over the world who hangs out with us, thank you so much. And I think you're just going to see that what we've already done kind of grow more and more over these next few months.
And then one of the challenges is going to be a lot of the LeBatard audience are not soccer fans at all. So there's going to be
look, all right,
to win some of them over.
We're gonna have to ease them in. Let's start by telling them that Harry Maguire is now the captain of this podcast. Things have already gone down.
Okay, so you in the chat, you
SKC Fan TV said we talk about soccer.
we'll get to it
eventually.
But no, lots to look forward to. And as well, we'll be back tomorrow with shouts to US, where we will focus on everything in American soccer. And it was an absolutely wild weekend in MLS and NWSL.
The rivalry week
was unbelievable.
Wild.
I mean, even that Angel City San Diego Wave game was wild as well. So we're going to be talking about a lot of those huge matches over the weekend. Yeah, this definitely MLS, and NWSL like ramped up. I mean, this is where we talk about, leading into playoffs and all that stuff, but the drama I felt like really kicked off over the weekend. So there were a lot of great games.
Again, chippy,
Hector Herrera
made his debut.
Debuting. I mean, Houston was lit over the weekend. So too much to talk about.
Eric Keating put a knife in a fish. Yeah, y'all did it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that game
mad disrespectful that they put the actual just someone cutting up a fish, bro. Mad disrespectful. I love it.
We
got a lot to talk about tomorrow.
So
but right now, if you're in YouTube, click on on YouTube, go in the chat, click on the link that we posted. That is the Demarai Gray interview. For those of you listening, that should start right now.
All right, everybody. Peace.